Alright, we're here with James Minnick. The previous video, if you didn't watch it, we got James on his new cushion but haven't checked the fit yet because we need to adjust the Java back. So we've fit the Java back to optimize his posture and alignment on the cushion. You want to make sure you've got the posture on the cushion that you're looking for before you check the fit of the cushion. Okay. Now before I do fit the Ride Custom cushion, before I got James on here, I did a baseline skin check. Okay? So I want to know what the skin looks like before I go onto the cushion, as you would with any other cushion for a high-risk skin client. James is a C6-7, quadriplegic, no sensation, so he is unable to feel or tell exactly what's going on with respect to contact down there. So baseline skin check. Next thing we want to do is I want to validate or verify the two qualities of the Ride Custom cushion. The first one being the offloading characteristic. So my first go, no-go for the Ride Custom cushion is position of the trochanters. And I'll go in here, I'm going to palpate between him and the cushion. And I'm going to find the weight-bearing aspect of his greater trochanter, and I'll slide my hand right in there. I want to make sure that that trochanter is resting in the trochanter contour, that little relief that should be right there. If he's too far back or too far forward, I want to adjust the position of him on the cushion, or the cushion on the chair, or the back on the chair to get those trochanters in the right position. Now we had paid attention to that when we adjusted the back support. Initially my back support was too far back, so I brought it forward to get this in line. The front of the Ride Custom cushion is flush with the seat pan on the front. Footrest height is correct. We got good thigh loading. We're ready to move forward. Trochanters are in the right place. Next thing I want to do is I want to reach back between him and the back. I'm checking the coccyx and sacrum. There's no contact at the coccyx and sacrum. That's what we want. There's soft tissue contact, but no heavy bony loading at the trochanters. I also want to check that we're not crowding too far into the groin area as well too. So I'm just going to slide my hand down, make sure that we're not too close there. That's an easy modification. Okay? So all of the trochanters, palpate trochanters, don't go forward any further until those trochanters are where they need to be. Then I'm checking the coccyx and sacrum. We don't want any contact there. And I want to make sure that he's not crowded too severely in the perineum. I want good air space at the coccyx and sacrum and the perineum to get airflow underneath them as well too. Not to mention keeping pressure off of those sensitive areas. The next thing we need to do is establish if his ischial tuberosities are properly offloaded. Now, typically in our clinic, the Aspen Seating Clinic, if we've got the sacral area open and or the groin area, we'll literally insert our hand underneath the client and palpate the ischial tuberosities and see if there's sufficient clearance. But each cushion comes with a gauge though. Another thing is this gauge, which is a the Ride gauge, which is going to collapse if he's making contact. I'm going to help James lean forward, slide this underneath him, underneath the cover, in the well of the cushion. Then we'll bring him upright, and then we'll repeat that and look at the gauge and see if he's making contact or smashing this gauge, telling us that we have insufficient clearance at the ischial tuberosities. Okay, you ready to try this? All right, James. All right, so I'm going to put my gauge right here where I can grab it. Go ahead and lean forward. Oftentimes, I find the quads that I work with are able to just fold themselves in half. Instead of putting this in the well before, I can just slide this in underneath him, rest it down in the well, get the cover back over the back corners of the cushion. Okay, James, come on back up. Alright, so I've got him back on the cushion. He's maintained his position. The gauge is underneath him. What I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, I'm just going to simulate like a little bounce down over a threshold or a bumpy road. I'm just going to give a little overpressure to him. Get those ischials to go down a little bit to see if that impacts on that clearance. Okay, so now we've sat on it. What we're going to do, we're going to lean forward again, and I'm going to make sure that that gauge still has sufficient thickness. What you won't be able to see is me actually looking at it, but I'll pull it out so we can see it on the video. Okay. So James, lean forward. And I can look down in there. It looks like there's no contact at all. I'm going to pull it out. And what you will see here, James, you can go ahead and sit back up, sir. What you see here is that all you've got here, James, is just a real mild imprint of the spacer fabric cover. No ischial imprint there. So that should give you good confidence that we've got trochanters properly positioned and offloaded, coccyx and sacrum, perineum, and ischial tuberosities. A future video will tell you how to address any shortcomings of those if you're fitting it, how to adjust to improve ischial clearance, which you can use the cam straps or modifications to the shape or any other of these areas. But what we did just do is went through verification of proper orientation of those bony prominences and proper offloading. So we just verified the offloading characteristics of the cushion. Now we have to verify the loading qualities of the cushion, which is the most difficult part. And there's only one way to verify the loading qualities of any cushion, and that is through skin checks. So we did the baseline skin check. I have validated and adjusted, although we needed no adjustment, the offloading characteristics of the cushion. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to look at my watch, and I'm going to say, it's 10 till 5. That's almost happy hour. Let's go. But we're going to sit for 30 minutes, and then we're going to do a skin check. Skin check looks good. I'm going to go back on there for an hour, and I'm going to instruct James to slowly move up in his sitting tolerance to make sure that his skin responds favorably. So that's it. To review, I'm going to take the cushion out of the box. I'm going to make sure all these cam straps are just snug. I'm going to make sure the cushion is positioned correctly on the chair. I'm going to do a baseline skin check on James. I'm going to assist him in a transfer, if needed, onto the cushion back support. I'm going to adjust my back support to make sure I get the posture I need on the cushion. Then I'm going to go back to the cushion, palpate trochanters for the right position of the trochanters in that trochanter relief. Soft tissue contact at the trochanter is okay, but you should not feel heavy bony loading. I'm going to then check the groin area, coccyx and sacrum, and then either use palpation to reach underneath and check the greater trochanter, I'm sorry, greater trochanters, but ischial tuberosities, and or the gauge to evaluate offloading. Once I have offloading adjusted and verified, we're going to start our sitting assessment, build tolerance to the cushion, watching skin, and ensuring that the fit is satisfactory. Feeling pretty good?
Feels great.
All righty. Thank you for your time. Good luck.